So, we're Dreadwolf Gaming. We're going to be playing Legend of the Five Rings. I'm Randy. I'm the DM. I've been DMing for like 7-8 years now. I've got a lot of experience. I don't know the system very well, so I'm learning with the rest of the group here. So bear with us.
Hi, my name is Brian. My character's name is Yasa Shinjo. And we will see where she goes on her journey. I have been role-playing for about 8 years now.
Hello, my name is Stephanie. My character will be Mika. Brand new to the role-playing game, so we'll see how this goes. Good luck, everybody else.
Hello, my name is David. My character will be named Akihita. He's a tank. I've played role-playing. I've done this a couple times. For the past around like 7-8 years. So I'm not new to I'm new to this game, but let's just see how this character is going to play out. Back to you, Paul.
I'm Paul, playing Hachi. He's a ninja. Been doing games for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years or something.
Any questions?
I mean, possibly.
Or dick people.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay.
Is that all, Paul?
Just
That's all you had? Okay.
Just wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So we're going to start by just doing the Legend of the Five Rings beginner game here. So let's get right into this. This. So, your story so far. The recent untimely and mysterious death of the Emerald Champion, Joji Satsume of the Crane Clan, has thrown the Emerald Empire into turmoil. Each of the great clans suspiciously eyes the others and wonders whether the death was no tragic accident, but a dishonorable act of murder. In these times of strife, a group of youths approaches the village of Suma for the Topaz Championship and their Genpuku, the coming-of-age ceremony that will mark them as fully fledged samurai. Each contestant has come from a different clan and dreams of being the highest scoring contestant in the tournament, earning the title of Topaz Champion. Despite being pitted against one another, they are all united in their desire to succeed and bring honor to their clan and family. Not everyone in Suma has honorable motives for the contest, however. Personal vendettas, supernatural visitations, and deadly sabotage may undermine the following days, unless the new arrivals stay true to the code of Bushido and act as the honorable samurai they seek to become. Thank you for the motions there. Alright. So, the Topaz Championship. It is the 20th year of the reign of the Divine Emperor, Hantei the 38th. The Emerald Empire has stood for 1,000 years, thanks to the guidance of the Kami and the wise benevolence of the Hantei Emperors. Each of the 7 great clans vies eternally to be the first in the Emperor's favor, while safeguarding Rokugan from its many enemies within and without. The Topaz Championship is a chance for each clan to test their best and brightest against one another. Though all contestants can pass the tests and become samurai, the winner claims glory for themselves and their clan, and may even earn a high-ranking position in the Empire. As contestants, you are all traveling to the village of Suma, where the championship will be held at the Kakita Dueling Academy. Who knows, maybe you will win it all and become the Topaz Champion. Despite coming from different clans, since meeting each other, you have been traveling together on the road, occasionally encountering other travelers and peasants, transporting goods. You can now see the village of Suma just ahead through the blossoming trees. Soon, you'll have arrived and can rest yourselves before the contests begin tomorrow. As you walk down the road besides the Tangu River, you find your way blocked by a cart upended across the road ahead. To your right, the river laps up against the edge of the path. To your left, an artfully crafted stone wall blocks off a broad and flooded field of rice. There is no way to proceed without either getting wet or setting the cart to rights. An elderly peasant is struggling to do just that as you approach, but when he notices you, he hurls himself to the road at your feet, his forehead pressed to the dust. "Honored samurai," he cries, 1,000 pardons for blocking your path. I will move the cart directly. You could wait, but compassion is a virtue of a samurai. Besides, maybe you know something useful about the village or the championship. What do you do?
Well, I guess I'll guess since I'm the tank, I'll help him move that cart. So,
How noble of you,
yes,
Baki.
yes, I'm a
Yes.
very noble person.
I'll assist you.
Okay.
I will supervise.
Okay, you do that. Alright, so,
Hachi's hiding.
I am hiding.
yeah, we don't need you on it. So, am I rolling? Am I
No,
rolling?
you don't need to roll for this. It's a pretty easy task. So you
Oh,
guys just kind of.
okay, so let's,
Don't you have a horse?
You do actually have four horses.
let's tie this, this rope, tie this to the horse, pull this out, and we all pull together.
Okay. You guys gonna talk to him while you're kind of doing the labor for this, or you just gonna kind of
I'll
do
talk
it?
to him while you
Okay, you're talking while
she's
they're
just
doing
doing
it.
it.
So you guys just kind of butted him out of the way, and
Yeah.
you're just doing it yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. He prostrates himself at your feet. He's just so grateful, you know, since you guys are samurai, and he's literally samurai. That's it. Let's see. So you're talking to him while he's doing this. Okay.
Yes.
So what do you ask him? What do you how do you kind of start this conversation?
So, what brings you to this nearby village?
Well, I'm traveling from the late Emerald Champion's castle near Onosan Uchi to Suma. The Emerald Champion is the foremost magistrate, you know. He's quite the officer of the law in the Empire. But, you know, after his untimely demise, I've been one of the many servants attending to his things. I'm bringing them to their new home in Suma.
Very nice.
Yes.
What kind of treasures are in that caravan?
Let's find out if I have that listed. I don't have that listed.
That's okay. I don't mean to be nosy.
Well, you know, it's personal effects. I hate to. I mean, if you really want to know, I suppose I can tell you, but you know, I'm not about to offend a samurai to be or anything like that.
Can I sneak in the cart and see what's in there?
No, Hachi. We simply just pass her through. Don't go snooping in carts belonging to the late king, please.
Alright.
The late emperor.
No, because they called you out on it. Thankfully. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, you have no idea what's in the cart. So yeah, as soon as what?
I was just gonna say, what happened to the cart? Did it just break down? Did you you said you came across a herd of bandits?
Oh, 10,000 pardons, honored samurai. I became startled when I saw something. There was someone standing in the middle of the river. A gust of wind caused me to fall into the river and knock the cart over on its side.
What?
He is definitely damp from the knees down.
Alright, the cart's all set. We got it out.
Oh, thank you so much. I will not be burdensome to you anymore. And he immediately pulls the cart out of your way so you guys can pass him.
One more thing.
Yes, my lord.
What figure did you see while you were passing?
I grip.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was a trick of the light because I could have sworn I saw the Emerald Champion Doji Satsume himself, but that's quite impossible.
But he's dead.
Dead
Why?
for several weeks. Clearly, I'm just mourning and, you know, saw an illusion in the river
What,
How
what
long
y'all-
ago was this?
several weeks ago.
No, how long ago did you see him
Oh.
crash your cart? Sorry for not being clear. You must be rattled from the experience, I'm sure.
Very rattled, very rattled. Well, not very long before you folks showed up, actually.
Can you show us where like where you saw it?
Oh, yes, he actually gestures right out near you guys about in the middle of the river. Just right over there. Right in the middle of the river. Just
Okay.
standing there.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, Alan Samurai. Thank you so much again for your assistance. I'm not worthy of it.
We should go check that out.
Agreed.
Let's go see what's going on.
Hachi, you are the master of
Grab my horse while
sneakily
we're
tactics. Why don't you dance out into the river and see if you can find any clues?
I would, but I do not know how to swim.
Hachi doesn't know how to swim. Okay.
How can we tell how
I'm
deep?
gonna write that down for later.
Can we tell how deep the river is?
Is this shallow water?
Is it shallow? Is it rough currents?
Well, you said it was about what, knee deep?
At least where he fell in it is. Let's see.
Oh,
Because it was a rice paddy that was
I'll
overflowing.
go. I'll check it.
I will go check it out.
Yeah, I'll go check.
Yeah,
No.
that's right, Hachi.
You can stay here.
I am a noble woman, come from a diplomat
You can
line.
stay here.
I
I'll
don't
go
want
check
to
it out.
wet my dress.
Oh, yeah,
I go in the water. and
We're about to
splash
go
her.
fight for this championship, and you're worrying about your dress.
Let's
Do not
see.
worry.
I don't want to look
Do not
wet
worry,
before
Baki.
we
I
arrive
got
at
this.
Emerald City.
I get in the water and splash her.
I jump on my horse and go. My curiosity tries to. Is
And
my
then
horse
I'll
afraid of
go.
Let's go check it out.
So, if you want to do this, anybody who goes into the water, because it's unbecoming of a samurai to get themselves wet and dirty like this, must lose 1 glory.
Does it count if I'm on a horse? Because I'm not getting wet and dirty, my horse is.
I also,
No, actually, no, because it's a beast of burden, I'd say.
I also have a pony. And his name is Kenta.
Yes, you can use your pony as well.
Alright.
So you kind of like sit on it cross-legged, just so nothing splashes. Kind of like that.
Well, I guess if we're staying on a slower.
Okay, I guess I'm staying dry.
Now who's calling the shots here? Oh, you want to
I
get your
feel
dress
splash.
wet?
You still splash. You
Becoming
got
the
it.
champion.
I still splash her.
Oh, I would say you would have to lose 1 honor to do that.
It's alright.
Alright, so you lose an honor. Okay, so you splash at
Worth
her.
it.
Visibly distraught, I decide not to go in the
Okay.
river after all as I plot my revenge against
Alright, so this
Hachi.
is exceedingly simple, so you don't have to make a check for that. So you just kind of splash at her, but it only gets up to about the horse's ribs, and since she's sitting cross-legged on it at the moment, it doesn't really hit her. But she does make note of that.
I do not know what you're saying.
You don't have to.
So
This is gonna be a fun
you
journey.
guys, you get out to the middle of the river, and it's a river. There doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. You see a couple fish here and there. Other than that, you know.
This
We
will be
do
a nice,
type of like
be a nice place to have some tea.
Or some sake.
Does it look like a nice place that could to fish?
No, because there's a rice field there, so you wouldn't get a lot. It's very regulated. It's you just see the occasional small little fish in it.
there's no
There's no
stomped on weeds, there's no like rocks out of place.
No, nothing. I mean, you're basically in the middle of this shallow river at this point, so no, there's nothing.
We're not seeing like a lack of fish or
There's
wildlife.
no, it's exactly what
There's
you'd
no
expect.
smell in the air.
No,
nothing that could have been dropped on the ground.
no.
Then I leave the area.
There's nothing on the banks of the river.
Hey, Baki, I know there's a
Footprints.
great
No.
sake place up ahead. You want to come?
So,
You know what?
you guys get out of the river and hear your companions talking about possibly getting some sake, or you would mention tea.
I'd rather have tea.
As you guys go to leave,
Tea's fine.
there's a sudden gust of wind. And as the peasant is kind of getting his things, one of the sheets literally flies into
My face.
your face. We'll go with you. Into Baki's face. And as you snatch it away, you notice the writing upon it. It states, "You have often told me you are a better father to my children than I am. I can only hope the fortunes bless you, or curse you, with children of your own one day, and that you could see the true challenges of fatherhood." It appears to be addressed to the writer's brother-in-law, Kakita Toshimoko.
This is a distinctive letter. Maybe should we return this? Should we get this to the rifle, or return this letter, or get this letter to the rifle owner?
Oh, I would take care of that. That's one of the things I'm delivering.
Oh, okay.
Who is this individual?
Thank you. Let's see. It's one of the. It's simply one of the honored samurai.
just one of the normal samurais?
Let's find out, Stephanie. Ask me questions I don't know the answers to.
Unless somebody prepared.
I can see how this is going to go.
How we doing?
I see how this is going to go.
I might want to stay at least 6 feet away from my character at all times.
I don't know what Corona is.
You said anything about Corona?
You said 6 feet.
Actually, does not tell me who
Okay.
he is.
So just a typical samurai then. I understand. Wasn't sure if he was another runner-up.
You're trying
tournament.
to look for the competition.
I'm just looking to see.
Yeah, it just doesn't say.
So there, Traveler. Is there anything you can tell us about this grand tournament coming up? Any notable opponents there?
Okay. Let's see. You're asking about the tournament?
Yep. Might as well.
Oh, let's see. Well, I mean, I saw a couple other samurai traveling to Suma. Including the current Topaz champion. Oh, that's who it is. Including the current Topaz champion, Katsuki Yukini of the Dragon Clan, who impressed me with her kindness, keen intellect, and effortless grace. I also recall seeing an aspirant whose clan colors and emblem I didn't really recognize them, but I do remember the colors were sea green and black. Yes. But that's all I've seen on the road so far.
Sea green and black.
Thank you for your time, young Traveler.
Of course, of course. Thank you again, my lords. 1,000 pardons for delaying you.
No, you're quite fine. On our way. Let's get to this. I am ready for this tournament.
Okay.
Y'all is,
So you guys...
I'm in it to win it.
Alright, so you guys, and you guys of course have become a little familiar with each other. You guys, you pretty much met at the inn on the way to this tournament and then just kind of agreed to travel from there. So, you guys have kind of developed this friendly rapport at this point, we'll say. So, you enter the village of Suma after a little bit of traveling. A little bit of time traveling. The village of Suma buzzes with activity today as peasants and samurai move along the streets on their business. The peasants all bow and wait for you to pass, while the samurai rush by you without a second glance. Streamers are affixed to trees, paper lanterns, and the colors of the great clans hang from posts. Carp kites fly in the air, and glass chimes sing in the breeze, all welcoming contestants, observers, and other visitors to this year's Topaz Championship. You quickly make your way around to the town magistrate's estate to formally register for the tournament. Then you're directed to the house of the Laughing Carp, tea house, and inn housing the contestants. As you step into the courtyard of the inn, a loud voice catches your attention. "This is unacceptable!" bellows a lean, tall young man, still dusty from the road. His sea green attire and unfamiliar family crest mark him as a samurai of a minor clan. The samurai is in mid-argument with the innkeeper, an utterly implacable peasant woman. "Forgive me, honored samurai," she says very dryly. "All of my rooms are spoken for, and if I should give you a room, I must displace another samurai, one who made these arrangements in advance. Perhaps you could try another boarding house in the village." "They're all full," the samurai hisses, struggling to regain his composure. The innkeeper notices your arrival and quickly turns to you and bows. "Honored guests," she says, apparently recognizing you by your clan's crests, "your rooms are waiting."
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And this guy's probably going to.
Miss, is this gentleman giving you trouble?
Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds here. Unfortunately, with these books, it kind of jumps around a little bit.
Excuses.
So it just kind of jumps directly into your options without giving me the conflict.
wasn't prepared.
Give him a little chance.
Let's see.
Look at
Get
you.
one.
Being the bridge.
Yeah.
fuse the situation.
I'm gonna blend in with everybody.
You just kind of are like, no, not my problem.
I'm still nearby.
Me and Baki will try to diffuse the situation.
What are you doing there,
Yasa.
Yasa?
I'm listening in, but
You're kind of doing the
Just
same
standing
thing.
up,
this time,
standing in the
just kinda
background,
like
just waiting.
standing by.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys go ahead.
Hey, fellow traveler, what is yours?
You asked him what his name is.
No, well, what is his issue?
His issue? This peasant woman refuses to give a samurai a room. Which samurai are nobles in Rokugan.
Did you have everything settled with this room, or?
It matters not. I'm a samurai. They should be bending their knee to me. They should be.
You wish to
Jumping
displace
for the
another
chance.
samurai brethren for your own selfish needs?
Let's see now.
How very unnoble of you. I heard the
All
innkeeper
these
say
rooms
all
are
the rooms
speaking
were full.
for- Yeah, I was about to say, all these rooms are speaking for the tournament. I was like, if they don't have any rooms, you should be able to go to another inn and try to make arrangements.
You guys roll. You two roll. Make me a target number command, and it's a fire check.
Fire check.
Command and fire. So add your fire ring rating to your command rating. If you have command rating.
I
So
have.
fire rating 1, command rating 1. That's
And you could keep one of the dice, yes.
Okay, so
And it's a target number of 2, so you need 2 successes.
it. Wanna blow on it, Yaza? Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, now that he got an opportunity, and that's right.
What was the blank and the opportunity?
The blank is nothing.
And the opportunity?
So you guys both got opportunities. So you
No,
guys
it's
failed
not a
the
fail.
You guys.
Oh, dang it.
No, that's a fail.
Dang it. I'm so hopeful.
we're just filling it out.
So he just kind of brushes the 2 of you off, just ignores both of you, which failed your check. So he just kind of ignores you and continues to argue with the innkeeper.
What is the innkeeper doing?
She's arguing right back to him.
Yeah. I mean,
Kind of dryly doing it. Just looks like she's been doing this for a while at this point.
I guess we should just go to our rooms.
what is your name, samurai? What clan are you from?
Let's see.
With this sea green and
Kind of
black
turns
emblem.
around and just, I am Hitoshi of the Mantis Clan.
I
Mantis Clan is a
remember
minor
that in the tournament.
Will we be seeing you in the tournament?
Let's see. Are you taking part in the tournament?
That's that guy. I'm going after him. I'm going after him. That guy's going.
Target him.
Yeah.
Target lock.
I won't kill him.
Yeah, no, he's participating in the tournament as well.
I was like, he'd be the guy I'd be looking for.
Setting. You could see his minor clan as like, you know, like, oh, you lower clans come.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because great clans are technically, obviously actually great and minor. They're held in higher regard than the minor clans. Great clans are. Let's see.
Seeing as though you're a minor clan, we won't pity ourselves in this conversation much longer, and we shall head up to our rooms. I wish you luck in the tournament, but you probably won't need it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can just kind of ignore him then at that point, take the keys and.
He's
head
gonna
on
shrug us
upstairs.
off. We now know that he's a minor clan. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pity myself with the
Okay.
interaction.
Not worth the time.
Not worth the
Gotcha.
time.
So that in the tournament. That's all I see.
Okay.
I show up behind him like, hey, would you guys like a bottle of sake?
You're trying to
Have any
defuse.
tea? I am a diplomat's daughter. I will not partake in any sake at this time.
Alright.
Well,
Not yet. Thank you for the offer, though.
yo, hit me up with one of those. So.
Alright.
Roll me, Paul, a courtesy water check. Target number of 2.
I got one.
For what? Water?
Yeah, you automatically get one
Courtesy.
with Nothing. Yep, it's 1.
Yeah.
It's 1.
For skills with nothing?
Yep. They're automatically start at 1.
No, that was the rings. Rings automatically start at 1.
Yeah.
No, you said ranks start at 1 too.
Did I?
Yes, you did. I even wrote next to it,
Oh yeah,
1
plus
plus
1
down.
for all. Plus
Alright,
one.
yeah, we'll do that for now. I'll look into that more later.
Alright,
But
so I got
if you wrote it
2.
down, I probably said it. So.
Opportunity and a success.
Yeah, it's a success and an opportunity. And you can keep one of those. I assume you keep the success.
Yep.
That is not enough successes.
2 intimately.
Oh,
Wait, don't I get another one because I'm, Saki's a passion away?
You do. You can re-roll up to 2 dice, I think it was.
Yep.
No? Alright, I'm gonna roll your,
Success and an opportunity.
So 2 successes.
Yes. I think 2
That
successes.
means he has 2 successes, yes, because I think with your thing you get to keep an additional die when it comes to. Okay, good. So, so that is exactly what you needed. So you kind of defuse the situation and pour them some sake. Kind of defuse the situation. Just, well, thank you, that's very kind of you. As everyone calms down, the innkeeper kind of decides since you defused the situation, saved her some trouble, she kind of studies over the list again. Kind of reveals it to you a little bit, and you see that Hitoshi's name was originally on the list, but it was removed. And she seems actually somewhat surprised to discover this. So you pretty much defuse the situation. Hitoshi feels vindicated, and the innkeeper feels a little bit embarrassed, you can tell. Especially since they were getting so loud about it.
Do we know about this information or just Hitachi?
No, he's aware of it too. She kind of reveals it to all of you. So
Oh, okay.
you guys help defuse the situation.
Do we know who got the replacement room?
She does not know. That is not listed. Just that his name's been raised.
Peculiar.
Well, since this appears to be a mistake on one of my staff, perhaps he can stay in my room in the inn, and I'll simply stay with relatives for now. I do have some in town, since this appears to be our mistake. Toshi kind of looks a little bit surprised and just, that would be kind. Thank you. Turns to you, Paul. Or
Tachi.
Tachi. Just, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it.
No problem. Next round's on you.
Understood. We'll get around once this tournament's over. So you guys head to rooms.
You're sneaking away.
Yes. But I'm back in the car. I did not pay for this sake. I'm sorry, Baki. I was just trying to get drunk with you, but apparently I had succeeded in diffusing this whole situation.
As he goes to leave, he gives
takes
you
the
a
cup.
bow of respect.
We'll talk about
And then the innkeeper shows you guys to your room.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to talk to some of the other contestants that are hanging out in the
We'll go to our rooms first, and then
Okay.
we'll mosey on down once we get settled.
So we're gonna settle down. I'm getting things ready. A lot of people don't know that nobody knows that I'm gonna be an adopted son of Lord Hida.
Do we know our each other's backstories, basically?
I guess that depends on each of you. Have you revealed your family? Most samurai do reveal their family name just because it's kind of polite, especially to other aspiring samurai or samurai. Because typically when you introduce yourself, you would say you're from the Hida clan. You'd say I'm Hida Baki. You would do your surname first, then your actual name. So it is up to you guys, but that's traditionally how it's done. Kind of depends on how closely you follow Bushido, I'd say, at this point.
Okay.
I probably would have revealed mine right away.
Okay.
I'm just a diplomat's daughter, so
Well, yeah.
everyone's
Brutally honest.
brutally honest.
Mariah, do you reveal your name to them?
I do not, because the unicorn clan is generally not.
True. So you just reveal
Fair.
your personal name to them, then. You don't reveal your actual family name.
I also have a tattoo that starts at my chest, but you see it from my neck to the left ear.
Okay.
And it's a salamander coming out of a lotus.
Okay.
That's how most people are remember me by.
Okay, cool. Cool, I like that. Actually, and this is a good opportunity here as things are kind of winding down in game for the next scene here. As you guys retire to your rooms and kind of come out of the rooms, this is a good time to kind of describe your characters. So her character has this tattoo of the salamander exiting the lotus. Why don't you tell us about yours?
So previously I wore like a a veil, not a thick veil, but just enough to skew my features.
Okay.
But then as we get settled, I take it off. I've got like medium length hair, straight, black,
Powdered face.
powdered face, you know, very prim and proper. No visible scars. Just I look a little dainty. You know, not a whole lot of muscle mass. You know, being a diplomat's wife or diplomat's daughter and all. So I live a very cushy life, but just like manicured nails. You know, done up face, clean clothes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I am Hida, Baki for short.
Who's Hida? I feel like we should know that.
Yeah.
Who is
Who is Hida? Hida is one of the progeny. It's one of the families in the Crab clan that's responsible for keeping the wall. They're the warriors.
Crab.
They're the warriors of the Crab.
Both crab, eat both crab.
Well, I was found on the outskirts of the castle by my lord with my father.
Oh, so you don't have an issue going into your full story with them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys are kind of getting to know each other before a little bit more than you did on your journey before you guys head down.
I've been with them ever since my character was struck by lightning as a child.
How did
Yeah.
such a thing occur?
Hunting rabbits.
Oh no.
I was just running around with my bow, trying to hunt a rabbit, and I just saw it. I saw the soul of the rabbit with its red, bitty eyes. I didn't even want to talk about it. But next thing you know, I was struck by lightning.
He visibly almost shudders as he's describing it.
Oh, you poor soul.
Yeah. I lost the eye in the incident, and
I noticed the patch.
yeah.
I thought it was just to make you look cool.
He's clearly
I
wearing
wish
an eye
it
patch.
did, but
I think it does.
well, thank you. Well, I have these like since the incidents, I have these scars all over my body.
Kind of in a pattern of like lightning strike.
But the cool thing about it is that anything I'm around metal, I like it. Gives out like a
They're like a magnetic,
Yeah, like
almost
current.
like, yeah.
Been training for this tournament for weeks now, and now I'm ready to prove myself to my clan. So that's pretty much my backstory.
Any other physical features, like super muscular,
Oh,
you
oh
tight,
yeah, I'm just
just a big burly
Right.
dude.
I was skinny like growing up, but as I worked out and as my father,
That lightning strike just drove you to just
Yeah.
tough it out.
just,
No therapy from me, just work out my demons
and rabbits.
and rabbits.
I love that your character's afraid of rabbits.
Just rabbits. Dragons.
Big crab
fine.
clan guy. He's afraid of rabbits.
That's a
Okay.
nobody knows about that feat. Yeah, just yet.
You're safe with us.
All right.
Hachi.
Catchy.
So, yeah. I'm like all black. Got the little mask going. Like some silver plating. So, backstory is this: I was told to come here
Bye.
by my clan leader, and here I am.
Well. Okay. All right. accept
Well,
that.
that's horrifyingly straightforward.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
Pretty much.
Well, look, that's cool.
What do you like to do in your spare time, Hachi?
Drink sake.
Makes sense.
Yes. Makes a lot of things a lot clearer.
Yes.
By the way, I got this special bottle of sake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Can I just grab it?
No, you're not grabbing nothing.
I wouldn't.
Unless you want to get bopped over the head.
I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't have it on his person at the moment. I'm assuming it's in his room.
Yeah.
Well, I go on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm next to you now behind you.
Oh my god, he's quick.
I can see
How did you get there?
So I can see
Stop doing that.
It's a nervous tick, right?
Hmm.
Now I'm over here.
Somebody chain him to a wall.
I'll definitely
Does
have
that
to look
sound
at.
Why would you chain me to a wall?
I'm just playing flashbacks. Sorry.
That does.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to look out for you in the tournament.
Yes.
Why would you want to look out for me? Is there somebody around that is wishing harm on me?
No. It's just
Do you not understand
Oh.
sarcasm?
Yeah.
What is that?
So that's a no.
So
Yeah,
that's
we-
No, you do
this
not.
is this will
That
be
is the correct answer for the future.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work
Let's
on
go.
it.
All right, Yasa. Describe yourself. Other than your tattoo.
She's about 5'8". She's a little on the slender, but an athletic build.
Okay.
She doesn't stick to the group where she normally resides, but she generally does not like to stay in towns. So she's used to traveling light and living off of what's available. This lifestyle that she mostly prefers.
She enjoy the fine things in life.
Like, enjoys the more natural aspect instead of.
Gotcha. She takes joy in the natural world as a part of, as opposed to like materialistic things. Gotcha.
I respect that.
There's instructions in the handles.
Just like we're a part of the world, so we should respect the part of the world.
Okay.
But about 5'8", slender, athletic. She's not wearing her usual samurai armor, then she'd be mostly wearing just different layers of clothes.
Guarded.
Probably some kind of like plain looking gloves.
Yeah.
She's not as materialistic. Okay.
Makes it easier to blend as well.
Gotcha.
Although, because of her status, she does see that she needs to be, does see that the respect is there, but
Well, little telltales then.
doesn't prefer to just outright needs to use it. Uses it when it's
Like
there.
a Crane Clan person.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool, and then you had that tattoo.
Yep.
Tattoo.
Which she actually did that herself.
Okay. Shit.
Where is it on your body? The tattoo?
It starts here. It's a lotus that goes up here, and it covers this and goes up behind the left ear.
She did that herself too?
Yes.
Dang, girl. That is impressive.
I have a tattoo
Where?
on my back.
Who did it for you?
That's you.
Clearly, if I'm asking.
What is your tattoo?
Yeah, what's it of? Will you show us?
No. It is my clan's.
Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Well,
Saki?
Okay. So he pours you a cup. Are you partaking of?
I always have a
This
bottle of
is
sake
Saki.
on me.
I will not.
Do
Okay.
you have any tea?
I can make tea. I have tea. In my
I just have sake. I
Understood.
make my own sake.
Oh, I definitely am not going to partake now. It's your.
You guys were talking outside of your rooms after you had arrived at the inn. You were thinking about going to find out or meet the other contestants. See what you can find. Are you guys still going to do that, or do you want to just head to your rooms for the night?
I think we'll go downstairs, socialize a bit, get to know the competition.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So, the inn has been set aside for the use of the contestants in the Topaz Championship, and many of them were on hand to observe your altercation with Hitoshi. So, basically, with all of them, they're all young and eager to complete their Genpuku, the coming of age ceremony for samurai. They're all skilled. Everybody in this tournament, including you guys, are skilled with actual swords and actual weapons. But in this tournament, one thing is you guys will be using practice weapons, so you don't hurt each other, kind of thing. Well, hurt each other too bad, I suppose. So yeah, there's a couple people sitting in this inn, enjoying some meals or some tea, a drink before, kind of collecting themselves before heading to bed for the tournament in the morning. So, who do you guys want to approach? The innkeeper, because you guys, actually, let's throw this in there, because you guys helped her out, the innkeeper does point out the contestants to you. So there's Shiba Toya, there's Mirumoto Hinata, there's Rakita Riku, there is Hitoshi, who you guys met earlier, there's Kitsu Tsubasa, Moto Batbayer, Bayushi Mailin, and Yasuki Jun.
Are any of them wearing their clan's colors?
Yes, Shiba is from the Phoenix clan.
I want to go up to Shiba.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Mirumoto is from Dragon Clan, wearing their dragon outfits. All of them are wearing their outfits, obviously. Kakita is from the Crane. Hitoshi is from the Mantis, you met him earlier. Kitsu is from the Lion. Moto is from the Unicorn. Bayushi is from the Scorpion, and Yasuki is from the Crab.
People, crab, people.
So you head up to Shiba Toya?
You're on the Scorpion?
Yes.
Okay, so you sit down before, what do you do? You sit down, you...
Yeah, I just sit down.
Okay.
I ask politely, is this seat taken?
And looks over. He's tall and grave. His face is stretched into a perpetual frown. Kind of looks at you and nods.
I sit down.
You ask him? Or you just sit down?
No, I asked, is this seat taken?
Okay, I didn't. That's why I said.
Then I thought he
okay.
nodded towards the chair, so
Yeah,
then I
he
sat down.
kind of nods toward it. Okay.
So are you going to be partaking in the competition?
I will be. I'll be in the Bushi tournament.
The Bushi tournament?
Yes.
What is your name?
I am Shiba Toya.
Shiba Toya.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mika, Doji Mika,
Pleasure to meet
part
you.
of the Crane clan.
Looking forward to learning some things from you in this tournament.
Is that you?
Excellent.
Any suggestions? Have you met any of the other competition?
I have not. I'm more proficient in the spear myself. I'm pretty skilled with it.
Okay.
I'm more interested in learning from the other competition, to be honest, than winning or showing off. I don't really care about it. I just want to learn more.
It's very noble.
Helps me become greater.
Very humble of you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, I won't take up too much more of your time.
Not at
I
all.
appreciate the knowledge, and I hope you have a good evening.
You as well. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I will go to my fellow crab.
Okay, so you're going up to June. Yasuki June. Okay. He is short and already balding, despite his youth. So he's sitting there. You recognize him as being a courier. Sorry about that interruption. Now then, you were going to talk to June. Okay, so you approach him. He's short and already balding despite his youth.
What's up, Jude?
Kind of looks up and kind of puzzles for a moment, kind of until he's searching it. You guys have only passed, really, so he kind of nods and just, Baki, right?
Yes, that is
Yes.
correct.
Excellent. Sit down, Baki. I'll have a drink.
So you just getting here?
Yeah, I'm getting here myself. So, just checked in not too long ago, just before your friend's altercation there with
I ain't worried about it.
Toshi.
I'll be going after him in person.
So that's the best way to do it.
So we'll sell that.
You know, the whole championship is a bit of a farce anyway, really. But as long as I can make some connections and friendships, so I can call on them later in life.
I'm here to prove myself into my clan.
Man. Yeah, no, you were adopted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hida found you, Lord Hida.
I'm grateful for everything that he's done for me. So this is my time to.
Yeah, thankfully we have a fighter here. I'm not much of a fighter, to be honest. More of a fast talker, but you know, thankfully we got two people to kind of display both our clan's prowess.
Yes.
What prowess we have, seeming as we spend all of our time on the wall, something that most of these clans seem to forget.
Yeah, we're the front line. Well, I don't want to take much of your time.
No, not at all.
I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, good luck there, Bucky.
Oh, yeah, you on there? And to you too, sir.
Thank you.
And
All right. Anybody you want to talk to?
Guess I'll talk to the scorpion guy.
Okay. She's a female scorpion bushi. She is wearing a red mask covering the left side of her face. Her name is
Phantom of the Opera style.
Do I know her?
You don't know her really just because it's Scorpion Clan. You know, especially you, your family's a bit more secretive.
Hello, scorpion person.
She looks at you and just nods and just, oh, clansman.
Saki?
Of course. Exchanges pleasantries.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I would walk away.
Why not?
he kept it short and sweet.
Don't let me get in your way. Keep going.
I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. It's been a long day.
Okay.
Same.
Go up to my fellow. The last one was unicorn.
Yep. Moto Betfire.
Is he a guy?
Nope, it's a female.
Moto
Moto Betfire. Bayer, Bayer,
Let's see.
She has a quick smile, she has dark skin and curly hair.
It is Dr. W.
Let's see, actually, her quick smile, dark skin, and curly hair almost make her seem like a guy. Even more than her fur-lined leather vest.
Moto Betfire.
Steel, Landsman.
How was the night?
It's going. It's going. You know, this whole experience is fascinating. Good chance to learn more about the empires, considering, you know, kind of wanderers ourselves with our clan. Interesting to learn a little bit more about their cultures and whatnot through this. Display my prowess on the horse.
Audacity.
Let's see.
You have a sword, right? Like up top. I think.
Yeah.
Or did you take the scimitar?
I took the katana.
Okay, okay. She is a scimitar.
I think you are.
Yeah, we'll have to. Maybe we'll be able to practice on our mounts.
Indeed, it would be interesting, you know. We'll have a double display of the prowess of the unicorn clan on horseback.
Because I don't think anyone else here has one. Not that I've seen.
Not that I'm really aware of yet. But, you know, even if it's just on foot, I'm quite skilled with my scimitar.
See if I can. We'll see.
Indeed. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Let's see.
So you three have retired to your rooms. Are you following suit? Or still?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys talk to some of the contestants and then head to your rooms. Anything you guys are doing in your rooms? Kinda,
I'm going to bed.
just going straight to bed kind of thing?
Yeah, get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a quick sketch.
Okay. So you're kind of sketching. And then you head to bed afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys all head to bed. Nothing really happens. You guys fall
Easy.
into an easy sleep. Pretty much unanimously, you all wake up. Pretty much right at the same time. You have no idea why. You're just kind of wide awake.
In the middle of the night,
In
morning.
the middle of the night. Yep. You notice that there's a light shining the courtyard outside. It's actually shining through your paper windows. Or your paper screen door.
What in the world is going on outside? What is that light?
Rip the door open
Yeah.
if I can.
Yeah, you can. You guys have
Okay.
separate rooms. So.
Alright, I just open the door, see immediately what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Trying
do
to
the
hide
same
it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I poke a hole through the window.
I kind of like try to see if there's a way that I could like peek through it.
You see stealthily these two fingers come through Hachi's
How slow.
paper door, and then just these two eyes, kind of, because they're shining from the light, just kind of glancing out. It's like seeing an owl's eyes in the dark with the moonlight.
Hachi? Hachi, open the damn door.
Gotta look around.
Wait. Then I open up. No.
So you tear a hole in the hotel's door, or the inn's door.
No, did it?
That's his
just a
personal
A
door.
little slit so I can talk. No.
So you're just kind of watching from your room?
Yep.
Okay, so the rest of you, I'm assuming, step out of the courtyard.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's a window that I could probably jump
Watch
out.
out for this guy.
So as you kind of step out, you notice there's a formal tea set at a low table in the center of the courtyard. There's a stern-faced older man kneeling in front of it.
What are you doing here, sir?
Kind of looks up. Moonlight's shimmering on his blue and emerald silk kimono as he gestures, kind of for you guys to sit down. Just
I appear.
sit by me.
I sit down at the tea set with him.
Who will pour the tea?
I will pour the tea.
Hands you the teapot.
I appear.
Okay. There's something about this guy. There's something about this guy. He seems very familiar somehow.
Do we recognize does his clothing belong to a clan that we can recognize?
Is it the guy that died?
It is blue and emerald silk kimono, and you, since you asked, realize actually that this is Doji Satsume, the Dead Emerald Champion. And it appears he wants you to perform a tea ceremony with him. It might not be wise to argue with the ghost. Which, you're already performing it anyway, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're complying.
So it's
We're not
going to be a
arguing.
performance void ring.
Okay.
And it's a target number of 1.
So, I'm rolling one dice or two?
You would roll... So what's your rating in your void ring?
Rating?
In your void. So you got a 1.
Yeah, I got a 1.
So you get 1 of the black dice.
Okay.
And then what's your performance?
The social skills.
0.
Okay, so you get
So-
1
You get a
skill
plus
die.
1, so you get 1
Fuck you.
white dice.
Bucky, I will take care of this.
He has performance.
I have performance.
Okay. So you kind of...
So one void.
Realizing who this is, you're kind of like, for some reason you feel you should hand it over to the shinobi.
Yeah, an opportunity, a success, some strife.
Okay.
Fucking head is itching.
So you
Try
can
not to
keep
itch it.
one of those.
Probably a success.
Yeah.
Feel that pain.
Okay, so you target success. So he kind of sniffs with approval and consents to speak.
Are we asking questions?
Yeah, you guys can ask questions now. Gesture
How
feet.
are you appeared before us, right?
If I am dead, then who is enjoying this tea? He holds the cup to his nose and sniffs. It's a lovely brew.
Faking your own death. I have thought about doing that too.
Thank you for this opportunity.
You seem to have brought us here for a reason. Is there something you care to share with us?
I want you to ensure that Hitoshi, the young mantis, survives the Topaz Championship. I want to see that he becomes a samurai worthy of his father.
Are you the reason his reservation was striked out of the book? In the inn?
This is not important. I had nothing to do with that.
Just curious.
I am but a spirit.
Just curious who might be trying to sabotage the young Mantis clan.
The fallen blossom can never return to the bough, yet all can see from whence it came.
We're all here for the same thing in this tournament.
Unless
You
the
want us
tournament
to, you want us to make sure he wins the tournament?
he shall not die. We have to keep him safe. He doesn't have to win.
It's your typical bodyguard job.
So you want us to overlook this guy, this person?
We need to
No, I
watch
just
over
want you
him.
to make sure he survives. None should die in this championship.
What makes you
This
think that he would be in danger?
That's be my next question. Are there dark forces like astray into this tournament? I think that's
Don't
it.
spirits have a hand in most things these days? Don't the kami indulge in... I can't think of it. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't think of a good thing. Literally tells me he speaks like that, so it only gives me two
Yeah.
examples.
We shall protect him.
The ghost utters a riddle. There you go.
We shall protect him then.
You have my thanks. May Lady Doji favor you with eloquence and courage in the task.
May your eternal rest be as peaceful as the river.
Alright, yeah, I'll take that. Anybody else want to ask him any more,
Will we be seeing you again?
Likely not. But, if the fates will, perhaps.
What happened to you?
There's not enough time.
We shall.
Just know this. Ensure that Hitoshi is protected. That he survives.
Is there anything you can tell us about any upcoming danger we should be extra wary of?
Any certain clan.
Certain clans,
Ghost remains
premonitions?
So
Well, it's
Loading.
danger will protect itself. So
Well,
let's just
Anything we should be extra wary of?
agree to this tournament. We'll watch
Okay.
the young samurai.
As you guys turn back to tell him this, your visitor's gone. When you reach down to put away the tea set, the teapot's still cold, and the teacup belonging to your guest still sits undisturbed and dry on the tray.
Dry as in no tea in it?
It's completely dry. It's as if tea was never poured into it.
What about our tea cups? Do they have
Also
tea in
dry, and on the also dry.
I pull out a sake.
That is
it? I guess I shall partake.
lose an honor for that because it's literally a tea set.
Oh, I will not
It's
be
not meant for
partaking.
sake.
I just hold up the bottle.
There you go. Okay.
I shall partake.
Okay.
Given the recent events.
That's more. That's more okay.
To the fallen.
I'm going back to bed. Like,
Yes.
I'm not.
We have a big day tomorrow, team.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
should get our
Shall
rest.
wait outside his door.
Wait, you're not going back to bed?
Oh, I am
Okay, cool.
sleeping outside his door.
Oh, you're gonna sleep outside Hitachi's door?
Ninja status.
Okay.
I mean,
I took a job.
You,
Fair enough.
yeah, this is true. So you shall take the first watch. Myth settled. Off to bed with the rest of us. Let's go.
thank you, Touch.
So, you guys all sleep rather soundly. One of the better rests you've ever had that you can think of, actually. It's very peaceful. Wake up completely refreshed. If you have any stripe, you can remove it, but I don't think anybody's gained any stripe yet. So, the next morning dawns as pure and golden as the voice of the lark. You make your way across the river to the sandy courtyard and training field of the Kakita Dueling Academy, where the gray-haired sensei, Kakita Toshimoko, gives a brief speech reminding all present that the eyes of their clans, the eyes of their ancestors, and the eyes of the Empire are upon them. He introduces the current Topaz champion, Kitsuki Yukimi, and last year's runner-up, Bayushi Sugai, and instructs the contestants to direct any questions they have about the tournament to the two samurai. A white-clad priest then emerges to bless the assembly, and the contest proper begins. So,
I am so sorry, Baki. I know you had wished to beat up this guy, but we now have to protect him.
Yeah.
So,
I'd like to learn more about this Mantis clan.
Yeah, I'm like, we need to
We
be.
could still participate in the competition as we can. We just have to make sure he survives.
Well, let's see how everything.
So, I'll give you guys a little backstory here. Kakita Toshimoko, the master sensei of the Kakita Dueling Academy, he is sometimes called the Grey Crane. He takes relatively few students himself. He spends more time in the capital of Otosan Uchi than in Sumo, but he has ultimate responsibility for everything that happens in the school, and by extension at the Topaz Championship. He's about 50, but his long hair has been gray for decades. He has a sarcastic sense of humor, an abiding love of sake and beautiful women, and the ultimate arrogance of the master duelist. The current Topaz champion is a dragon bushi named Kitsuki Yukimi. Resplendent in her blue and gold armor, she has come to witness the events of the current Topaz Championship and ceremonially pass on the title when a new champion is chosen. She is, in all respects, the model samurai, and she's happy to lend advice and encouragement to anyone who asks for it. Her only goal is to ensure that the Topaz champion is someone worthy of the title. Bayushi Sugai was the runner-up in last year's Topaz Championship, and the Scorpion is still extraordinarily bitter about his failure. His hatred and resentment have poisoned him entirely. Sugai will take any chance he sees to run the championship, embarrass the Crane, or take personal revenge on Kitsuki Yukimi. And you did not pull anything out of him. You spoke to him earlier.
What?
Yeah.
That was the one you said. No, never mind.
I was gonna say, he said with the Scorpion clan.
That is Scorpion Clan. I saw Bayushi and I thought it was the same one. It was not. My
I was gonna say, like,
yeah.
I was talking
Okay,
about
you didn't say
female.
it, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Like, wait a minute, wasn't this a female?
The
Okay.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there are 5 contest events on the first day. Sumo, traditional wrestling, heraldry, athletics, horseback riding, and conduct. The contests on day 2 will cover weaponry, poetry, knowledge of law, Go, a traditional strategy game, archery, and hunting. So,
Now I'm on your level.
the first contest of today is Sumai. So the judge kind of steps forth and just remember, in Sumai, as in life, a steady stance creates a solid foundation for success. So, we are going to... Oh, this competition is judged by Hida Goroharu of the Crab Clan.
Crab people, crab people.
So, everybody give me a martial arts arms check. You can choose the approach you take, which means you can choose the ring you're using.
So. I'm confused.
So it would be rolling? I'm lost.
So you would pick, I would pick water, so you get 3 black dice.
Okay.
So I
And
got
then martial arts unarmed, so it's +1.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta get used to these.
so
So you just pick any one of these. I would
Yeah.
suggest earth, because you got 3, so 3 black dice. And then a martial arts unarmed is 1 white die.
well, no, it's if you have 1 point in one, then you add 1.
What do you mean the taxes?
Okay,
No,
so
so
we all start off with 1.
You
so-
get a 1 in all these,
Oh, no, yeah, so you got
plus
yeah, never mind.
whatever you chose.
I just put the
So you get 2 white die.
pluses there because I didn't know how.
No,
I'm
you're
not
fine.
sure if that is the official rule, but I'm just kind of doing it that way.
So,
That's
3
what
black
they told me.
die.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'll check on that later, but that's probably the rough this game.
Yeah.
A
So
little
now
bit of
pick
homebrew
3 of the
with
best
this one,
ones.
just 'cause
So
I like making
critical
it easier.
success, regular success, and then I'll probably just choose that one. So you have 3 black die, so you choose 3 of your best dice.
Opportunity, and then I got,
How many black dice did you roll? 3?
yeah.
Is this the other one? So you get to pick 3 of the best ones. So I do this one, that's a success, critical success, and then that one's just opportunity. Starting to get it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
I don't know how, if that's pass or fail yet. I'm waiting for Randy's final verdict, but just hang on to that for right now.
So we'll start with Paul. Paul, what do you got?
2 opportunities and an exceptional.
Okay, and you kept those?
I can reroll the exceptional or the opportunities.
You can re-roll those black dice if you want to, but yes, you could. Pretty much exceptional. You can just re-roll, like I think technically one of the other ones.
So now I got 2 exceptionals and an opportunity.
Okay, and then keep in mind with those 2
Yeah,
exceptionals,
stripes.
2 stripes. Yep.
I guess how about explosive successes?
Yeah, that's
Okay, make sure.
it. The explosive
Where do
success.
you put strike?
Strife, you should have.
I think on the back.
I think there's a spot in the back for it. Yeah. I thought so.
Composure.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, the spot on the right where it says fatigue. With the endurance, that's your max fatigue, and then on composure where it says strife, that's your max strife. And then what kind of stance did you take, Paul?
Air.
It was an air stance?
Yeah. Then, real quick, with the rings, you all get +1, then plus,
yes.
Yeah, you all start out with 1 in each.
and then plus whatever we got.
Yes.
So my air would technically be 4.
Or no, I'm sorry. Because it can't go above 3 during character creation. So no, it is 3. Sorry.
So I'm gonna put them in +2.
And you took an air approach?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you are able to defeat your opponent. You do make it because you did have 2 successes, 2 exceptionals, and then you were spending an opportunity as well, was it?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
two explosives and an opportunity.
Perfect. So you can spend the opportunity. You could use it to spot a detail if you want. And you can choose it on Hitoshi, you could spot a detail on Kakita, you could spot something on Mylan, Hinata, Toya, Batbear, Tsubasa, Jun, Sugai, or Toshimoko. So you can notice something about them using that opportunity?
I'll notice the head scorpion guy. Or,
By Yoshi Sugai?
yeah, that guy.
Okay.
The runner-up.
Okay. So he's the Scorpion Clan runner from the previous Topaz Championship. He is bitter about losing last year. You do notice that he is exceedingly resentful towards Toshimoko. It's like, before it was just a little backstory for you guys, but like, your character now notices this.
So do I have to roll or?
Yep.
Do I roll again? I just roll.
You already
No,
rolled? Okay.
yeah.
So, and you have.
So he got explosive, regular success, and then an opportunity.
An
Those are
opportunity.
the 3 he kept.
Okay, did you want to use the opportunity to notice something about someone? One of your competitors, maybe Hitoshi himself. You
Yes.
could. Okay, who did you want to kind of look
Hitoshi.
into? Hitoshi himself. Okay. Hitoshi, well, being a Mantis contestant, he seems to be. No, because he doesn't know. Okay. He has the tall, graceful demeanor that reminds you almost of most Crane Clan members. Like, you're actually kind of looking at your traveling companion here, and then you're kind of looking at him, and you're noticing the styles are very similar. 7.
I got 2 successes and an opportunity.
Gotcha. Who did you want to notice something about?
Can I check up on our Mantis buddy?
That's what he just did.
Oh, he did.
You can also do it to glean the same information. Because there's no time for you guys to kind of share that information.
Okay, I'll just double check, grab the same
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, you notice his style is very similar to your own. So, Mariah.
No.
Oh, and you, both of you defeat your opponents.
Oh yeah.
So you're successful in this.
Octopus.
So you got
Dang it.
explosive success, a normal success, and an opportunity. Who did you want to check up on using your opportunity?
Best not to question it.
Who do we have?
There's Hitoshi,
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
Riku,
It's trap.
Mylan, Hinata, Toya, Batdire, Tsubasa, Jun, Sugai, and Toshimoko.
Squirt.
Who's Toshimoko?
Toshimoko is the he's the crane master sensei of the dueling academy.
I'm gonna do that to somebody. I'm gonna definitely do it. I'm definitely doing that.
I'd like to give the opportunity on Toshimoko.
Toshimoko? Okay. He's the crane master sensei of the dueling academy. He seems particularly disdainful towards Hitoshi.
Okay.
So. Oh, and you succeed.
The plot thickens.
And the plot thickens some more!
That was an easy feat.
Did anybody get 3 successes?
No.
No.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Well, I just got the 2.
I had two,
Yeah.
two
Two
explosives.
explosives, you had 2, and you had 2. You guys all got 2. So you guys all passed, but overall in the competition, the forerunner is Bayushi Myling of the Scorpion Clan. Ooh. Who took an Earth approach?
I did.
You actually defeat her.
Oh,
So you actually
That
come
was
out on
easy.
top.
Turkey.
when will you learn? Baki, no.
Okay.
Damn you, hindsight!
That was pretty I was reading this, I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
You notice Kinsu, Tsubasa, and Tsuki Jun both fail to earn their marks here. Hitoshi does succeed, however. So the second contest is heraldry. You guys head over to where that's being held. The judge kind of stands before you all. He is Doji Muroshige of the Crane Clan.
Oh, a crane clan here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Consider, he says, that the design of each heraldic emblem contains clues as to its origins that can be unlocked with careful study. So, everybody give me a target number 2 culture check. And again, you can use any ring.
Oh,
Just gotta let me know what ring you use.
What if you don't have anything in your culture set?
This is
one.
That's 1.
And how many? And
You
what's
get to
the-
pick whatever element, so I would
Yeah.
just choose 3. 3 black dice. 1 white dice.
Now I'm starting to think,
Oh, perfect. I did air, and I got 2 explosives.
2 explosives, and you did air.
Bless you.
Don't pay attention to the dog under the
Bucky.
table.
I have.
Explosive success.
Yep, explosive.
Regular 6. Oh, 2 explosives, a regular, and then an opportunity.
And you can keep 3 of those.
So we're gonna keep those 3 and just ixnay the opportunity.
I got two explosives and a success.
Yeah.
Then a normal success?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had 3.
Go.
How many times were you able to keep
Good
them?
job, Bucky.
3?
3.
Okay, and you used air, right?
Yeah.
You did a good job too.
So you had 3, and what approach did you use? An earth approach?
Yes, that was it.
You're smart.
Good job.
You're learning, that's what it is.
Steph?
Explosive, normal success, opportunity.
Okay, and what approach did you use?
I used water.
Okay. Are you using your opportunity to check up on someone?
I'll double check on Hitachi. See how he's doing.
Again, he does have a lot of tendencies that seem very Crane-like.
Does he look any worse for wear? Beat up? Is he looking
Doji
nervous?
Murashige seems to kind of...
Is he lurking?
Well, he's the judge.
Oh, he's the judge.
Yeah, this is the judge.
Just looking at the top.
The judge seems to kind of be judging him rather harshly.
I want somebody to make.
So, let's wrap this up. But yeah, that's what you notice, Mariah.
Okay, I have 2 successes and an explosive success with a strength.
Okay. What ring did you use?
Water.
Water. And what's your water ring rating?
3.
So you can keep 3 of those. You had 2 explosives and a normal success?
She had those 4
This is what I
altogether.
rolled.
Okay, yeah, then keep these and mark down a strife on your sheet. Mark that down right here. So this is your maximum strife. This is the strife.
Oh, that felt so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rock out, brother.
Okay, so at the end of this contest, so you all come out relatively on top. Yasa, you pass. Mika, you pass. Baki, you pass. Hachi, you come out as the forerunner.
How in the...
I did very good at this time.
I'm sorry.
So the next contest is the athletics contest.
Oh, but you did say something.
The judge, known as Kakita Naomori of the Kren clan,
I think
approaches.
You responded.
The best way to overcome the obstacles of your fate is by being flexible enough to adapt to them. Everybody give me a target number 2 fitness check. And you can use, again, any ring you need.
Okay, so 2, 5.
Fitness.
I'm just going to start moving this along. Close to 10.
You can use the opportunity to reroll, right?
No, it's
Right.
the... Oh, we can reroll
No,
opportunities?
I just said,
Oh.
not uh-huh.
Okay, so I have a success. So I have a success, critical, explosive success, 2 opportunities, and that white thing, that's blank.
It's just a blank is
Blank,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how many successes did you have?
I had 1 success, 1 explosive.
So with that explosive, you can re-roll that blank if you want.
Oh, I can do that too.
Yes, if you have an explosive.
And I got another success.
Perfect. So you have 3 successes.
Yep.
And you took an earth approach, I take it?
Yep, Earth approach.
Oh, that's the max.
So like
What'd you get? 3?
strength,
Alright, I
it's
got
gonna be
you
your
3.
earth plus your water, and then you're gonna multiply that by 2.
2 opportunities. And explosive.
And then.
Okay, and then make sure you record your
I rolled
strength.
one
Yeah, no, I've been rolling nothing but stripes, so I was trying to avoid taking a stripe. I'm already at 5.
Good.
Almost every roll has been a stripe.
Mika, what'd you get?
2 opportunities and a success.
Good. Okay, so success you got. And what approach were you using?
I was using air this time.
So you got 1 success?
Yeah, one success.
Okay. And yeah, so what did you get?
Glad of you to join us.
Wow.
Finally.
That's an explosive success and a success, so you can just keep those.
Oh.
Take the 2 strength. Make sure you record those. And you have 3. What kind of approach were you using? A water?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as the athletics contest goes, Mariah, you come out on top in the athletics competition. Hachi, Baki, you both pass. Mika, you do not succeed, nor does Hitoshi, despite a respectable performance.
Is there like a like an area that's like the losers going, or do we
Nope,
keep?
you just keep going.
Okay.
Next is the horseback riding.
Okay.
Judge grins at you. To tame a steed, you must be as fierce and bold as the horse. Good luck. This is Utaki Oichi of the Unicorn Clan. So, everybody give me a target number 1 survival check.
Whatever ring.
Whatever ring you want.
1 success. Oh wait.
What's
Yes.
the,
1 success.
what's the skill?
Target number 1 and then survival.
So I have success, strike, and 3 opportunities.
Let's see.
So we only keep 1 dice for that, right?
You got 3
No, you
opportunities.
keep as many as your ring says you keep.
And you can
Oh.
choose to. You only have
You
3
can choose
dice.
to
You only
keep
do
up
3,
to
so we'll
your
get rid of
ring.
the
You
strike.
don't have to take all.
Oh, alright. Then I got a success and an opportunity.
Okay.
So I have 3 in survival, so that means I would be able to add 3 white dice.
Yes. What did you get there, Vicky?
Well, I have a success and 2 opportunities.
1 success. Okay.
And I used a earth approach.
You took Eric, Paul?
Air.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
Yeah, he's earth. I'm
Yeah,
air.
you took Eric.
Air. Wind. Fire.
Eric.
Boy.
So,
That would be the
what'd you
element
end
in
up
this game.
Well, they're both water.
Still.
So. Water, your wind.
that's okay.
She's water.
I know this one's a success.
Keep
That's water.
Yeah, that's 3 successes. Okay. You took water approach?
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
make
that
sure
was
you
the
record your
second thing.
stripes.
We have.
Anyway.
I only played this once.
Mika,
2 explosives and a success.
and you took what kind of approach?
Water.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you pass. All of you pass. The front runner is, of course, Moto Batbuyer. So she does. She is the front runner.
Anyone have their opportunities to check on Hitachi?
I do.
Anybody want? Yeah, he fails this one.
Okay.
He does fail this
I
one.
look at the judge.
So does Miramoto Kanata, but he definitely spectates.
unfortunate that, you weren't able to pass the trials. The judge happen to say anything questionable to you? Anything?
You know what? Let me stop you here, because as I'm looking at this is actually the next scene that goes into the sake house. So I'm guessing you guys just headed to the sake house then to find out.
Yeah.
Hitachi, so
Good
we'll
job, everybody.
actually save this for our next game.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Oh,
that for
question.
today.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That was Dreadwolf Gaming's first game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to give us a like on Facebook at the Dreadwolf Gaming. Other than that, you can follow us at our website, dreadwolfgaming.com. Thanks, guys.